Today we are playing Webfishing. Webfishing is like if fishing in Animal Crossing was accessible to people with Tourette syndrome. There's been a hacker. Ooh, I just realized something. There we go. Isn't that nice? There's been a hacker in this game recently who's been like going into lobbies and bricking people's saves. But that's fine. We can just have a solo lobby, and that will cure us of that. We don't have to worry about him today. But if you are worried about him, Grincher is their name, and if you see them, shut down your lobby immediately, because you don't want to deal with that. So anyway, why am I playing this today? I'm playing this today because I don't want to play anything else. It's quite simple, actually, the reason. But it also gives me an opportunity to talk about things, as I like to do. I do a lot of that, of just talking about things. These are my little helpers. They're gonna fish for me. And occasionally catch things that I can sell. Nearly fell in the water. That would not have been good. But yeah, it gives me the opportunity to talk, which I like doing a lot of, as the older Salmon Run videos would show you. I would just use those as opportunities to talk, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to talk as well. So let's do that. Let's talk for a bit. I find that. Oh wow. The thing I want to talk about mostly is just where I'm taking things on this channel, where I am at channel-wise. I'm looking to switch things up, I think. I think I'm going to change the programming a little bit. First of all, because, well, we're done with Splatoon. There's no more Splatoon videos to make. I've already done everything. I could do more on the Splatfests that are coming out in the next year or so. But let's not do that. Because, I don't know, I'm kind of sick of that game. Wow, it's another one. It's because I'm kind of sick of that game. Like, I don't really feel the need to cover more Splatfests, because they're all kind of done. There's no new content to see in any of them, so I'd kind of just be playing them for completeness sake, I guess. And I don't know, I feel like I've completed it all. Like, the Grandfest video is as final as it's going to get, isn't it? I don't think I need to make another Splatoon 3 video after that. I mean, if they start suddenly deciding to release new content, then I guess I'll look at some of it, but it won't be. I don't know, I feel like it won't be in as many parts. I might just do a long form of it, because I don't fancy myself more Splatoon 3 videos, to be completely honest. I'm kind of done with that game now. I feel like I don't need to touch it ever again. Okay, this is. I don't think I need to touch Splatoon 3 again, is my point. I don't feel the need to do that, because I think it's just done. Like, I don't think they're going to come out with anything new or anything. Well, anything. I don't think they're going to come out with anything like a new content-wise for the game. So, and I guess I could cover the fact that Pearl and Marina have new outfits for Splatterween and Frosty Fest that we didn't get to see last time. But I don't know, I feel like it's not really that necessary. So I'm just not going to. Okay. So I don't think we're going to do any more Splatoon 3 content, unless they suddenly decide to just change their mind. I think the next Splatoon stuff that will happen will be a next game. I think it'll be a spin-off or a Splatoon 4. So, but I think they'll do a spin-off first, is my prediction for that. So there's that, I suppose. But point is, we're not doing any more Splatoon 3. I'm kind of sick of the game. I feel like chaining myself to content like that is not really my thing, is the discovery I've made. So we won't be doing that anymore. But we will be doing whatever I feel like, which I think should sort of bring a bit more of the light back into my stuff, because I keep, whenever I pigeonhole myself into these niches like that, whenever I said, oh, I'll do Splatoon 3 from now on, or whenever I said I'd dedicate myself to Splatoon 3 primarily, and do maybe some other things on the side, I thought, oh, that'll put me into some consistency and, you know, whatnot. But not only did that have a limit, you know, I'm kind of done now. Where else do I go using Splatoon 3? I don't go anywhere because there's nowhere else to go. So there's that issue, but then there's also the issue of, like, I get tired of it, I get bored of it, and I don't really want to do it anymore. Which has happened twice with Splatoon now. It happened with Splatoon 2 Splat compilations that I used to make, but it also happened with Splatoon 3 now. And I really enjoyed the last Splatoon 3 video I made, which was the Groundfest video, but I don't know. As I said, I think I enjoyed it because I knew it was the last thing I'd do, and it being the last thing I'd do was really refreshing, and it made me sort of put my all into it, which felt nice. And I want to start putting my all into more things, just not the same thing all the time, which is what's forcing myself to do Splatoon content every time they released a new update kind of did to me. So we won't be doing that. We won't be doing that at all. We won't be doing any more Splatoon 3 videos. When Splatoon 4 comes out, I'll probably play it, and I'll probably do as much content as there is released for it, but I won't be like, I don't know, I feel like it'll be VOD content by that point, because one thing I would like to do is maybe run that all into a second place and change my trajectory with where I take the channel. Because I want to go into more big projects like that. I want to go into more like things that require like work to put together. Cause a lot of my Splatoon 3 videos were just, I record it, say what I think while I'm recording, and then just sort of cut out the excess, and then that was it. It wasn't very effortful content, and I felt kind of useless doing it. I didn't feel like I was learning to edit any better by doing that either. And it wasn't at all a waste of time, because it gave me a chance to build myself a bit of camera presence, but I feel like I've done that now. I feel like I can only go up in editing right now. I can obviously still build on personality, you can never stop doing that, but content-wise, I don't think I need to go much further with that. I think I like who I portray myself as. So there's that. I think I want to go into more scripted stuff. Okay, I think I want to go into more scripted stuff. Let me actually check. I have the window open. Jesus Christ, I have 102,000 characters written down. That's 19,000 words written down about Echo, and I would like to maybe put my voice into that one rather than just publish it. I used to just publish all that sort of stuff to a Quora space that I have to myself, and I'm thinking of just moving all the stuff I put in there to another website. What website that is, I haven't decided yet, but probably a blog website where I just submit the things I really enjoy, and I like doing that. I like having that outlet, but sometimes I write those down and I'm like, God, I should read that and make it more accessible to people, because not everybody wants to sit and read however many thousands of words I wrote down about something I didn't buy any more bait. Right, I don't want to just force everyone to read. Not everyone just wants to like sit down and read a bunch of words like that. So I don't think I'll do that anymore. What I think I will do is, well, I'll still do it because the writing part of it's really fun. But I think I will also read it, and turn them into videos. Maybe even put a face to it. Maybe I'll even make a VTuber, because something. Well, not a VTuber, but a PNG tuber for now, and maybe move into VTubing later. Because something else that I've kind of had the itch to do again, and I've found this itch a lot throughout my time on YouTube. The itch to just have a face to my content. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I've had this itch to put a face to it all, because I don't know, I feel like not having at least someone looking at you guys kind of takes away from my content a little bit in a way that feels annoying. So maybe I consider giving myself a little PNG tuber to do all that for me, because I'm not going to put my face on it, and I'm certainly not doing a face cam, because all of the disguises that I've mustered up to hide my face have left it hard to breathe. So I think I should stay away from doing that for now until I've got something that actually works and will actually fully obscure my face, because the one time I did find something that didn't make it difficult to breathe was a regular face mask, like you might have worn during the pandemic. And sure, I can breathe through it, but it doesn't sit on my face very well. It's really uncomfortable, and it slips as well. So it doesn't actually do the job of obscuring my face that I would have liked it to. And I don't want to just go for a regular old disposable doctor's mask like Quite, because that's Quite's thing, and I already get compared to Quite enough, so I don't need that to go further. Do you know? I'd like to be a more unique presence. But then I look at my other proposed idea for that, my human Sona, I guess, that I've drawn out of. And I think, God, that just looks like Ranboo. I don't want to look like Ranboo, because they're also their own person, and he's got his own thing going on. So I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm stealing someone else's identity. So I think I'll find a way. I'll probably still go for something like that, but I don't know. I'll probably just go for that, honestly. I don't think Ranboo's gonna care. I think another thing is their VTuber is abjectly human, and may not necessarily be. I mean, look at the game I'm playing right now. It's not often I actually say it, but I am a furry. It's not hidden at all, especially if you follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. I have Blue Sky now. Go to Blue Sky. Is it one specified if you want to see my regular stuff? But I am also a furry, and I'm thinking of starting that as a separate thing as well, that will be detached from this, because I think I'd let myself be a bit more adult over there. So there's that issue, but I think I still want to talk about that area, and maybe I will just convert my whole channel into it, because I don't know. I think another thing I've kind of forced myself into is kid-friendly stuff, because I'm playing a bunch of like Nintendo games and shit, and that's all good and well, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like it's not really my thing to have to constantly pander to that group. I'm not exactly not. I'm saying a lot of crude jokes and stuff, which aren't exactly 100% child safe. Like one of my old thumbnails from Origami King, I'm pretty sure has the word fetish in it. Like, who am I kidding? Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not. For young people. like I never was. I don't know why I ever forced myself to just sort of do that. I started off playing GTA and South Park. I don't need to stick to that. So let's not. Let's move away from that. I still have to worry about like, oh, I'm a content creator. You know, I need to appeal to a good amount of people. Otherwise, where do I get my success from? That's still the thing I have to worry about. But I'm not gonna place it as like number one thing. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and then do the whole who is gonna see this thing as an afterthought, as a you know, how do I get broad appeal without appealing to people that I don't want to appeal to? Well, I think the way to do that is to move away from episodic stuff, like Super Paper Mario. I did that in episodes. I did a chapter per episode, and then I did the bonus stuff in between, I guess, which is like cool, I guess. But it's also which is like cool, I guess. I'm not against it at all, but I'm realizing that it's not my thing. Like I wanna, I think, go for other things. I think what I'm gonna go for is talking, because I like doing that. I like writing down what I think and then saying it out loud. I think doing that a bit more would be really good. I think it would strike the balance. I used to do this thing of like, oh, I shouldn't go into artistic fields because it's when I did it in college and I was going to set it up as a career, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to stick to themes that other people want me to go by. And you know, when you go to college and study that sort of thing, they sort of strictly fasten you to like themes that you have to stand by. My theme in college was still life, and it was awful. It wasn't my thing at all. I don't think colleges should even restrict you to a certain genre like that. I think that's really strange that they'd suit you to a specific genre or medium, I guess. I think that's really frustrating. My favourite part of it was when we weren't tied to a specific genre like still life or pop art or anything like that. My favourite thing to do was to experiment, where they'd give us a prompt and then they'd be like, you know what, do whatever you want with this. See where you go with it. I think it's a lot more holistic, and I think it's actually a better environment to learn in. But of course, the whole point of going to college and studying art is different to just studying it and self-teaching it. You know, it's not all about creativity, it's about, you know, what will get you into professional stuff, I guess. And the stuff you teach yourself can definitely get you there. But I guess what they're trying to train you to do is commercialized stuff. In a sense, it's really interesting to think about. I know what I mean, but I feel like the words I'm using are not portraying the meaning correctly. What am I trying to say? I wasn't enjoying college as much as I said I was back when I was doing it, and it was they strickened you to like a coursework for like a year, and I guess that's what it's preparing you for is year-long projects. You know, several year-long projects. Echo, which is that visual novel I have 19,000 words written about at the moment. That was a 6-year project. It started in 2015 and they finished in 2021. It took them 6 years to finish, and I wonder if I could have done that. And I think I could. I think I could. It would probably drain on me. I think the point though, what am I trying to get at? It being like, I guess it's just not what I'm cut out for. I guess I'm more of an artist than a... Well, no, because it's still art if you work 6 years on it. What am I saying? I'm more for like one-offs, I guess. But that's also not true because I've had an idea in my head for a while about my persona, which happens to look like this fella, by the way. I've modelled this guy after him. I have a whole story in my head that I could write down about him, and I could work into a game. I could work into a visual novel like Echo. I could do that. I know I could, because I have my idea and I'm passionate about it. And I think that passion's going to be staying alive for a while because I've had this idea for like 4 months now. And I keep building on it, and I'm not getting tired of it. I think what would stunt me though is the second I start putting things out. And I start getting people's reactions to them, right? I think I'd have to finish the project before I publish anything. Because if I publish it in segments like visual novels often do, I think I'd actually be kind of harming the way that I work a little bit. The style of college coursework is they give you like due dates to get things in. Like homework, basically. I hated that. I really didn't like that. That really hurt my experience in college. That made it hard for me to continue doing that. And so, that's what I now have to consider, I guess, is, say I do eventually work my persona into a visual novel. How do I do that without running into that issue? I don't fully know yet. Oh. Speaking of Echo, I asked my friend last night if Route 65 and Echo the big visual novel are like interconnected, because I saw like a parallel that happened. And he's like, you don't come out in that game. And I was like, yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Do you not? Did I not sit with Jenna and be like, I'm gay? Do you not do that? Anyway. So let's talk about him. I won't say his name because I don't know. I feel like I'm not there yet. I feel like I haven't taken my content far enough in that direction yet to allow you to see that. I think I want to drive away all the people who shouldn't be here. He is so confused. What? Sorry, he's confusing me now. So yeah, I have my ideas down for what I want to do with this guy. And I would like to do that someday. But I don't think I'm going to bring that to you guys yet because I don't know. I feel like I need to do a bit more work to fix who my audience is at the moment. And that's not going to be easy because with other content creators, they spend long enough doing their thing that their audience grows up with them. I have not had the time to do that. And I also don't think my audience has been as consistent, so I do have that slight advantage. I suppose. That's another thing I'd like to do actually, is streaming. I think once I get myself a VTubing thing, that'd be really good for me, is streaming. I'd love to do VTubing. But I'm also getting ahead of myself there, I think. To bring it back to... Fucker. Okay, this is happening again. To bring it back to the point, the place I've had... Oh my god. The place I got this set up at the moment with this guy is I think, out of the range for what most of what I've done so far on YouTube. So I don't think I'll be doing it too soon. I want to expand it as a separate thing before I merge them and have them be interconnected. And there's even a chance that I never interconnect them at all or merge them into the same presence. I don't know. Managing two separate entities is going to be difficult, of course. And also hard to disguise because the way that I get money at the moment is through the government. But besides that, if I eventually get myself a way of living, the place that I'd be being paid through, which is my PayPal, I don't think I can have two separate ones. Right? I can't make a separate PayPal, I don't think. Which I understand why. Like, that's dodgy if I had more than one, but I would like more than one just so I can, I don't know, disguise it a little bit, I guess. Just have, I guess I could have two business ones. I suppose that would work, but either way, let's forget about that. There we go. I know there's a rainfish, but I don't think I'm able to get that. Something I will say about this game is it's easy to get lost if you're not on the coast or if you're not by here. Like, I had no idea where I was going just now. 800, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'd like to buy something, I think. Ooh. Do I tier up or do I do this? I got here surprisingly quick, so I'll do this. Excellent. Shower lure. High chance of catching extremely rare fish, but always consumes 3 times the amount of bait. Okay. If I'm doing that, I should probably up this then. These are all cosmetic, to my understanding, so I won't bother with those, but I will get each of these. Microscopic rainbow trout. Small lobster, thank you. I like that it's raining. Feels important. This game's very quaint. It's slow, but it's not boring. A favourite. It's like a classic. Oh, if it's a favourite. You guys know I like my big action. My bayonetters and my, I don't know. I guess I like spectacle. Oh my god. I guess I like spectacle because Origami King, Paper Mario in general, is very spectacular, to give it some credit. Though I'm getting bored of the combat in any of them that isn't Super Paper Mario. I think combat in Paper Mario games is really boring, unfortunately, and it is really stopping me from playing the game because I did start playing the next episode, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not playing this anymore. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ay. There we go. I like what it says mash and it's just one click. Whoa. I feel like something must be causing, like, because there's no way that's like a 9 tapfish, right? There's no way that massive thing would have taken me 9 reels to get in. It's ridiculous. I'm at rank 21 now. I was about to say that's like how old I am, but it's not how old I am. I've had a birthday since I last saw you guys. I'm not really someone who celebrates birthdays anymore, but I also feel like I'd like to again. I feel like I didn't do enough of that growing up. And now I've kind of missed out on having them, but I also feel very self-centered on a birthday. I don't like that feeling, so perhaps I'd rather not. There's a lot about birthdays that I don't like, and that is primarily the self-centeredness it makes me feel. I don't like feeling at the center of attention like that, but I also, well, in some context I would, but that's not very appropriate. I think the self-centeredness of a birthday is often too much for me, so I don't like it. Okay. Anyway, I'm done, I think. My dogs certainly are. So we'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. And listen to me ramble about shit nobody cares about. And I'll see you guys next time.